Okay. Okay, fine. Let's wait for 1 more minute, then I will start the session. Okay, let's start the session for today. Yesterday we were discussing about loop concepts, and we have been seeing what is for loop, while loop, and what are the break statement, continue statement, and pass statement. In today's session, we're gonna discuss about functions. What are the functions and why do we use function in programming? And what is the thing that makes function very, very important in our programming? Now, for discussing about today's topic function, these are the topics which we're gonna cover today regarding functions, and later we're gonna see what is recursion. So, function, actually why function is very important in our programming language. It might be any programming language. It might be C, C++, Java, JavaScript, Python. Functions are very, very important. Why so? Functions are those which are the certain exact instructions which are termed as code of block or block of code that is used to execute again and again by calling a function. So suppose there are the things which we do in real life again and again, like for going to school, for going to school and going to college, going to university, going to office, whatever might be the case, for going to school and coming back from the school, university, office, whatever might be the case, for going to your supermarket and coming back from them, uh, from it, and going out somewhere. Whatever you do, there is the case, there is the involvement of traveling. Now, whatever you go out, there will be the case that you do travel. So you might be going to school, you might be going to you coming back from the school, or you might be going to supermarket, or you're going to watch movie and coming back from the movie again to home. There is a case called traveling. You do the work with any intention, but the process is same here. The intention of the result might be different. The process which happening in the routine way is same. That is nothing but traveling. The roads might be different, the map might be different, the destination might be different, but you do is traveling. Okay, Chad. Now, in our programming language Python, there is a concept called functions. For printing 100 numbers, we use loop. Okay, we can use loop like for loop, while loop for printing numbers from 1 to 100. Suppose I make a some application, office application. Like I started a office, and for that I have been created my so-called personal office application. Now, for that office application, now I am the boss and I have one office. Now I required some employees. Okay, chat. I require some employees. Now I started hiring the employees, and what I should do? I should introduce or invite them in my office app for giving them work and for making a discussion, for making meetings in my office app. Now, whatever when I send, suppose I have been hired some 5,000 employees today. I have been hired 5,000 employees today, and I have been sent them my office app link to that 5,000 employees. Now, when they click the link, they will install the app, they will register themselves, and they will receive a notification that, hello, so and so person, your role is this, and you should, your timings are this, and you should work for this, and you will having your work description there. Now, for 5,000 people, should I sit and type or their name, their working details? Should only the one boss should type for 5,000 members? No. What I will do, I will just create one template kind of thing. Like I will keep their name, comma, age, comma, working details. I will keep such a kind of template there. And whatever the person might be, whatever his work might be, according to that, I will whatever they got registered, that goes into inside the template, and they will receive their details back to them in the framed manner with the working details. Now, in this case, this block, which is nothing but can be done with the help of a function. Our template kind of thing created, and for each and every now person is getting invited into the company and registered and installed the app. Now he will be getting back the details with the help of function. Whenever one person is getting inside the app, he will get back the function called and details back to him. One person is getting inside the app, and the function will get called and he will get his working details to him. Are you able to understand, chat? This is kind of the processing big real life example for function. Now let us see what is the function actually means in our programming language. Now, function is nothing but, according to the definition, function is nothing but a part of code, a block of code which has certain instructions, which is used to be executed whenever I call the function. Whenever I call the function, a certain block of code get executed. And what is the syntax of function here? Like you need to write a def. The def keyword is used to start the making of function. To make the function, you need to write just def keyword, def. It is kind of defining a function. Okay, Jack. To defining a function, suppose I am creating a function like inviting. Like I am creating a function inviting. What I should do? I should write first a def keyword, and whatever with the name, whatever the name I want to keep the function name, I should write that function name. In this case, I want to keep inviting function name, and I will keep the parenthesis with the colon. And whatever the things I want to do again and again for the function, I will keep inside this def with one tab space, because that is the indentation in our Python. Like what are the statements that gonna happen again and again and again, that will be inside our function. That will be inside our function. Make sure to keep the indentation with one tab space. This is kind of a function syntax. Are you able to understand, chat? Write some quick yes or no that you are able to understand or not regarding the syntax of function. Okay, fine. Now we're gonna see how the function is created. Let's write one simple code and create our first function and see how can we create a function, how can we use it again and again, how can we do that. Let's see. You might have heard this same function thing called in your mathematics. That is nothing but f of x. Similar kind of thing you can expect in programming here. You will gonna give some input and your output will be something. Let's write here. Let me share my screen. I will write here function first dot p1. Now I will create a function on some purpose. What is our purpose here? Right, I want to calculate sum of two numbers, like sum of two numbers. What I will do, first I will take two numbers from the user and I will put inside our function and I will calculate the output. Before doing that, just make first simple. Now, let's print like as I said, I want to create one office app. Now they will write first, they will write their name there. Okay, chat. They will write their name there and return back, they should get the output. Okay, in return back, they should get the output. Hello, so and so person. Let's make function in that way. Okay, function for greetings. Function for greetings is I will create a function with the name of greetings here. Okay, so for creating a function, first you should write like this. You should write a keyword of the function, that is def, and you need to write the variable what the function name you want to give and mention the parentheses, key colon, and just enter, start writing the code inside of the function. I will write here print hello. That's it. Hello. I will first of all, I will write this and see. Print. No. I don't want to print anything. What I will do, I will just call the function here. Greetings. I called the function here. For calling a function, you need to write just function name and keep two parentheses. What is the calling of function? Let's see by running. Let's see by running. When I run this, you can see here, hello got printed. Now, the number of times I call this function, the number of times, that many number of times, my hello gonna print. Means that I've called first time here greetings, my first hello got printed. I called second time, second hello got printed. You can see that. Now just I don't I don't need to write print hello always. For printing hello, just I need to call the function greetings. Now suppose there are so many statements here. Print how are you? And there is also print I hope you are great. Now, to write this always, I need not to write these three statements again and again. Just I will call the function greetings. Just I will call the function greetings. Now it will get printed with these three statements. Again, I want to print this. What I will do? Just I will write this greetings and run it. See, the six statements got printed at a time, but I written here only three. See, work gone easier. In this way, just writing or calling a function, you can print n number of statements. How many times you want to print again and again. In this way, function is very useful in our program. Now let us see what is the function calling. Function calling is nothing but whenever you write the function name and maintain two parentheses beside them, then that means you make a call of that function. When you call that function, it will go to that function and it will start executing all the statements inside of the function. The number of times you mention the function, number of times you call the function, that many number of times the function block gets executed. Are you able to understand, chat? Write some quick yes or no so that I can know your understanding or not. Okay, fine. Now let's see the next topic after function call, function with arguments. Now I have said there might be not different kind of people. Like I want to greet each and everybody because they are getting stepped in my office app. Now I should greet each and everybody. They are 5,000 members. What I will do, like what I'm gonna do is for the same code, I'm just gonna do something modification. Like suppose I will take here one name variable. Okay, I will take here a name variable like, and I will write here hello, comma name. I will write here hello, comma name, and I hope you are like I will write here name, name, comma, comma space. You will understand what I am doing when I run this. Okay. First, I will take a name variable as I will take something different here. I will, okay, I'm gonna not gonna take anything. I will directly call inside this with the string. Like I will write here Shiva. I will write here Malik. I will write here Isha. Now, when I write this greetings Shiva, greetings Malik, greetings Isha. Suppose there are people Shiva, Malik, and Isha got stepped into my office app. Now they should get the greetings that hello, how are you? And so person, I hope you are great. Like the user interface show this. For that, now the programmer it should not write for each and every person. Like for Shiva, 3 lines of code should be written. For Malik, 3 lines of code should for Isha, 3 lines. It no need to happen, chat. Just you write one block of code for as a function and call that function and again for how many people are there. Just when I run this, now you can see here for different persons getting printed with different. Like first, hello Shiva, how are you? Shiva, I hope you are great. Next, hello Malik, how are you? Malik, I hope you are great. Next, hello Isha, how are you? Isha, I hope you are great. Now you can see here for the number of people are getting step, the number of people for them, the function is called, and you can see for them the same statements are executing again and again instead of writing the three statements again and again. Just you need to call the function. Are you able to understand, chat? Now, what I have written here inside the function that is called as argument because I am passing a different arguments when I call the function. First of all, I call Shiva. Second time I call Malik. Third time I call Isha. You can see here. Now the number of times I am calling the function with the argument. I'm passing the thing inside the function. That thing is called as argument. This thing is called as argument. I'm passing the argument here. The argument utilizes by the code according to the statements, instructions, and it does its task whenever the function gets called. The thing is called argument, and sometimes it also called as, you can also call it as parameter. You can either call argument or parameter. Both are same things. Like most of all, you can call argument, or if you want to call, you can call it also as parameter. It is an argument or parameter which is passes inside our function, and it is utilizes by the code, and according to the instructions it will get executed whenever the function is get called. That's it, Jack. Give me some quick yes or no. That are you able to understand what is the argument or parameter is? If you have any doubts, you can write in the chat. If not, give me some quick yes or no. Okay, great. Now the next topic that we're gonna discuss is default parameter values. Okay. Before doing default parameter values, let's write one more code with our function. Function with argument. Let's write one more code here. I'm gonna write here function with arguments. Args dot period. Enter. Now what I'm gonna do, write a function to sum up two numbers. Sum up two numbers. Okay, sum up two numbers, and it should return a plus b. What is the return statement is? I will explain. First of all, you just see the kind of template how I am doing the code. First of all, you see that while before executing, I will say what is return state. I will write here first from the user. I'm gonna take what is the value 1. I will take value 1 from the user, that is int input enter value 1. Okay, and the same statement I will do for value 2 so that I can add with two numbers, control V, and I will change here as value 2. Enter value 2. Now you have been taken two values from the user. Now what I will do, I will pass that inside sum up to function. What the sum up to function will do, it will take two values and add two numbers. Two numbers, that is nothing here, value 1 comma value 2, and I will take here a comma b. Okay, then now let's understand what's going on here. When I run this program will take two values from the user. First of all, it will ask enter value 1. Our user will give value 1 as 10, and the second time it will ask value 2. Our user will give value 2 as 20, and this 10 and 20 is passed inside our sum of two function. Now when the sum of two function inside the two arguments value 1 and value 2 has been passed, the function gets called, and the function whenever gets called, the statements inside the function gets executed. Nothing but here a comma b are 10 or 20, 10 comma 20, and a plus b, 10 plus 20, 30. It will return 30. Return 30 nothing but, before that here in the previous code, where was the previous code here? Function first dot eval. Okay. Function first dot py, in the function, we were printing here. We were printing. But instead of printing, what I will do is, when I will write return there, the return function will give it as output. It will throw outside from the block as that value. And we need to take that value and print that value. If it's directly getting print inside print, suppose it is printing directly inside our block, that is sum of two block, it is directly printing inside, then no need to write here print statement outside of our code while calling the function. Let's see first in this case, how does the output come? It will ask write enter value 1, I will write 10, I will write 10 here, enter, I will write 20 here, enter. My output is 30. My output is 30 here. Now what I will do, instead of writing print statement, I will return here. I will return. Return is a keyword used to show the output of the function, but it will not get printed. For printing it, I need to call the function inside print statement. Okay, check. I need to call the function inside print statement. And when I run this program, it will ask value 10, enter the value 1. I will write 30 here. It will ask 20, value 2. I will write here 20. 30 plus 20 is 50. It's output. That's it. Are you able to understand, chat, what is return keyword is inside function? Write some quick yes or no. Then we will move to what is default parameter value. These are the little concepts inside function, but which are very important, because these basic concepts make your functioning skills very stronger. Okay. Now what I will do, I will write another program for default parameter value. Default parameter inside function dot py. I have created a program default parameter function. Now what I will do, I will write here def. I will write here def. Suppose I'm creating here again greetings function. Greetings. And I will print here print hello inside quotes. I'll print here hello. And when I call this function, what will happen? It will print hello. Okay, chat. It will print hello. Now, suppose if I give here a variable as name, and I will give the value inside that greetings function. I will give inside that greetings function only. I will declare the variable inside the greetings function, and I will initialize with that value with a particular name, like default. Something, not default. You might get confused as something. I will give here Python. Something name. You can choose inside a name. Inside as a argument. and I will use it as name here. I am calling without a argument here, and I will also call with arguments like Ram, and with also with some another John. I'll call in this way. Now let's see what's the output show. Like we can see here, when I mentioned nothing, then my argument was on the default Python. When I don't mention anything inside our argument section in the function, it will take automatically default as Python. Hello Python. When I mention some name inside our function like a Ram, John, it will print according to that argument. See, when I've taken Ram here, it will print hello Ram. When I taken John here argument, it will print hello John. Simple. This means the default parameter taking inside a function. Whenever you don't mention anything, you give a default parameter, it happens according to that. When you give an argument, the argument will take higher priority than the default parameter. Write some quick yes or no here so that I can understand you have been understood this default parameter concept. Quick yes or no. Okay, fine. Now we have been got ended up with here our function things. Functions are completely, all the concepts of functions are completed. Now you know how to use the function, how to create it, and why we do function, how to call the function, how to mention the function inside the argument, and what how to take the default parameter values. Parameter, we can say default parameter values, we can also say default arguments, because parameters and arguments both are same. Now, next topic is that we're gonna see here is nothing but a recursion, which is the very, very important topic. Now, that sometimes you write a code, okay? Now, when you write a code, you should know that when you are doing it basic level, you are not understanding what is the behind the scenes going inside the code. When you write a code, there might be space and time taking capturing your code. Your code will capture some space from your device and time to execute from your device. The late the time take, now more the time will take, the person need to make more for the result. And the person should have some patience till the program gets executed. Now for that, recursions are very more helpful. When you take recursion instead of direct function or loops, then your time complexity decreases. Time complexity nothing but the amount of time taken to code executed. The more the time is taken, the more the person get unattractive towards that code. Like if the software is always buffering, the fourth time the buffer gets on, before that person will uninstall that software. Will it happen or not? So to avoid those things, recursion makes us an advantage kind of thing and helps us to decrease the time complexity of code. And if the meeting ends, just you need to rejoin again. You already know the thing. If the meeting ends, just you need to rejoin again. And meanwhile, we will be discussing our recursion and I will be writing the code for the recursion. If the meeting ends somewhere, you need to rejoin the again. Just type okay if you heard this and you are agreeing with me, so that I can know you will be rejoining again. Okay, fine. Now the recursion is nothing but recursion is same again like a function. Now in the case of recursion, what's gonna happen is if function is calling itself again, suppose there is a guy called Rahul. There is a guy called Rahul. Now what Rahul is doing when Rahul call himself as calling as Rahul. The Rahul who is the guy is calling himself Rahul. It's something like senseless when we take in our real life, but it will become so meaningful when we come into the programming world. When the function call itself, then the amount of time taking and space taking complexity decreases when we use it to do calling the function separately the same function. Let's see in the code how does it work. Before that, let's see, I will show you some example. After that, I will take you to the code. Suppose there is a function with the variable name function. Let us assume there is a function. Okay. Now, what does function do for creating a function? What I will do here, I will create a function with the name of def keyword. With the name of def keyword here. Let me make it again. I will write it as def function. Okay, chat. I will write it as def function. And